All right, we are live. What's up, everybody? If you're not joining live, it's okay. You can always watch after. Excuse me. Um, yeah, it's my allergies are like acting up. Um, there's a lot of pollen out here. But yeah, this is me. What I like to wear on my off days. I like to be comfortable. So I sometimes make myself look like a homeless person, or just comfort, really. Not really just a homeless person, or not put together. But this channel is not really about outer beauty. It's about inner beauty. The outer will come later in life. So let me introduce myself for those who are just coming up on my channel. Um, I am Aisha. I'm 27 years old, about to be 28 in 2 weeks, May 9th. I know I look young. I'm stuck in a 16-year-old body. There's a reason why. And I think I'm Asian finally, so I'm not gonna rush my age anymore. Even though I wanted to, I'm okay being looking like this age. But I'm more mature than my age at times. Um, yeah, I'm about to be 28 in 2 weeks. May 9th, I'm a Taurus. Um, right now, I live in Atlanta, Georgia, but not for long. I'm not gonna be in Georgia for much long. Like, I finally got the blessings from my family, from my real family. I'm moving with my brother and his girlfriend, and I'm starting over. I'm becoming who I am destined to become. So it all starts where it all begins, which is I'm not from South Carolina, but it's a new change for me. It's going to be something that I needed, not what I wanted. But yeah, I'm setting the blueprint for myself and for my future kids so that me and my twin flame can reunite. I'm like, why are we so separated? Like, look, there's a difference between twin flames and a soul family. And I know most of y'all thought y'all was my twin flame. Y'all are mostly my soul family. So don't worry, we're coming up. It's all in a matter of time. I did this shit for a reason. Like, just bear with me here. I couldn't just come up here and speak some facts that I have no fucking clue about. I still have no fucking clue about. I'm still learning. I don't know the shit that I'm seeing. I don't know none of these terms at all. I just know what I saw or what I'm seeing. So, anyway, the reason why I'm up here is because I'm realizing like my trauma ain't my trauma, or like I know who I'm supposed to become, who I'm destined to be. And last night, I woke up like at least 3 times, and I couldn't go back to sleep. I started shopping for my stuff. I spent about all week. I've been shopping for all my spiritual stuff. Like I got a bunch of crystals that I needed. I went to a Reiki healer to know what kind of crystals I need. I'm not just going to pick out any crystal just because so and so said this is that. I need something that aligns within my crystals. So a shaman lady, a Reiki healer lady, had helped me 1-on-1 to connect with my spiritual gifts and what oils and herbs I should be using, but I'm not so familiar with herbs just yet. I haven't really accessed that memory yet. And it's kind of like a process. I just gotta go through the emotion through the time. But yeah, I accidentally slept in my makeup last night. I still feel greasy after taking a shower. Like, ugh. Never again. I'm gonna stop wearing makeup for a minute. I think the only thing I'm gonna possibly do is like my eyebrows and eyeliner. Everything else, I don't really need because like my face not that bad as it was a couple of weeks ago. I'm starting to know as the more as I speak up on this stuff instead of just hiding. I notice that I'm not anxious, not depressed anymore. I'm a little nervous, yes, because like I don't want to say the wrong shit to piss somebody off. Like I'm the fuck. I don't know his shit like that, like that. Like, I'm learning myself. So this is what today's topic is about: learning who you are and how you got here. Honestly, but yeah, it's gonna be. I'm gonna try to stay up here for an hour because I got some shit to do. Um, yeah, I gotta figure out like certain things in South Carolina, like what I should be like looking at and doing. And I'm trying to figure out a gun range to go to because I'm getting a gun. I'm learning how to shoot because I'm never letting shit like that happen to me ever again. Like, I'm not letting people manipulate me anymore. I'm about to whoop their ass. And my ancestors, they've been like whooping me. Like, I've been getting it hard. And I'm like, I'm telling them I'm thankful for it because it's teaching me something and I need it because I'm more tough on myself than anybody else. Sometimes I could be my biggest fallback, my biggest blockage. And me and myself, we finally merged together and said, fuck it, bro. That's my motto. Fuck it. You're gonna hear that shit all the time, and I'm gonna make a merch out of it saying "fuck it," say "fuck it." So yeah, it's all in time. But yeah, I told myself I need to start the foundation if I really want this shit. I'm doing this for my future kids, bro. I see them every time I close my eyes. I see past life memories of them. I see their future selves. Sometimes I would travel here and there in their future self to see what the fuck going on. Like right now, my daughter, she's calm. Like she's good. She's like, finally, mom has arrived. And I'm like, yeah, um, yeah, like this shit is real. It's full on real. Don't let nobody tell you that it ain't real. Cause I was so indecisive about this shit. Like, is this real? Is everybody just doing this just to make money? Like how the churches do? Like, how the fuck all of this is real? Like, ain't no way. But the more signs I kept getting, the more I kept ignoring, the more it kept pushing me into this shit. Like, it kept pushing me. That's how I really got here, through the push. Not through it started off with a spark, but that spark eventually, fades. But what's bigger than the spark? Wildfire. So now that I've been burned, made me come into this. It spread it like a wildfire in my head. And I'm like, I can't hold this information anymore. Like, everybody's been waiting for me. And I'm like, how come they just didn't say my name? They didn't have to. They call me a high priestess. I'm like, I don't feel like a high priestess just yet. I don't think I deserve that title just yet. There's so many of y'all that can do it way better than I could. And y'all did. I'm like, no wonder I'm being made fun of sometimes. I'm like, I kind of like it. Keep going. Keep calling me out. That's how I learned. if you call me out, I'm gonna learn. Like eventually, I'm gonna grasp the information. Just because I'm not communicating with you, you think I'm not supporting you. I'm supporting you in the ether. I don't know. Maybe some of y'all do. So that's why some of y'all give certain information out to me, certain hints, certain Easter eggs. And, I figure the shit out, the rest of the shit out, which I do eventually. But it takes time. I'm not you. You're not me. But even though we are a reflection of each other, I have my own pace. I like things slowed down and analyzed. I don't like to go so fast. Like my mind is already at 20 miles per hour thoughts every day, maybe more than that. And sometimes I cannot grasp the shit that's been thrown at me. Like it's literally been thrown at me. Like I'm like, all right, I got it. Yeah, good stuff. And I'd be telling people like, this is why I'm able to hold information in. When I'm sitting with oneself, I'm holding it in and observing, so I can put it to use in the light. I'm not ignoring nobody at all. I'm listening. Like I said, I bought my shit last night. I spent about like 121. You know what's weird? As I was waking up, it was 1:21 a.m. And then as I kept looking for shops and stuff, by the time 3:13 came around, 121 number came around as well. So I'm like, these numbers are crazy. And then I keep seeing 744, 844, or 555, and 444 every time. Not on the clock too, but then also like anything that I buy or any video that I am watching, ECT or like phone numbers, and it's weird, and I'm like, the fuck is going on? So now I'm destined to be this shit. Like, I'm going for it. Like, fuck what everybody else think. Fuck what you think of me. You don't have no clue who I am, who I'm about to become. I have no clue who you are. Never judged none of you people. I just kept saying, like, I kept picking at y'all in the ether, like, can y'all see me? Because it felt like y'all wasn't seeing me. Or it felt like I was alone again, which I'm about to, you know, I'm realizing I'm not alone at all. Like I can give two shits about my fucking anxiety of my beauty. I'm like, why do I think I'm ugly? Like I'm ugly on the inside because I don't like certain things. Then I'm starting to change the ugliness on the inside. I like the way I look. I like the way I look without makeup. Like I like the way I dress. I like to be comfy. You don't have to fucking look at me if you want some person with bigger ass, bigger titties. Like it shouldn't be about that. Like society made me so self-conscious. Like, oh, I don't got no ass. I don't got a body, and I'm literally about to be 28 in 2 weeks, and I look like a little girl, which is fine because they made darkness innocent and naive. I'm like, oh, okay. I see how y'all do these goddesses. I'm like, all right, bet. I'm like, y'all want me so innocent and cute that I don't know who the fuck I am or what the fuck I am, so I can be confused and conflict and be used and abused. What happened when the beast wakes up? Because my beast is slowly waking up. I ain't putting that shit back to sleep. Regardless how you fucking feel about me. Regardless what the fuck I done to you, because how the fuck would I was supposed to know? But I take back that energy and absorb it back within my ether. So it no longer is resigned in your world. Everything is put back in order. Slowly. It's going to take time. But yeah, you still need to learn some fucking lessons, to be honest. By fucking with me. Like I said, you're either going to fuck me or fuck with me, but don't fuck me. Like, just don't fuck with me general. Like, it can't be both worlds. You can't have your cake and eat it too. Like, nah. You either against me or with me. Like, I'm tired of this back and forth shit. Like, stop doing that shit. Stop trying to confuse me when I know who the fuck I am. Just because you're afraid of what happens when I wake up. Now that I'm fully awoken into my powers, into control of who my powers are, can't nobody say shit. Everybody's under judgment right now in the ether. Y'all just gotta face what y'all done. I said I already forgive you. I said I moved on. I know. I know what you had to do is what you have to do in order to get me here to this point. So now everything is set in motion. It takes that motion, takes that one wildfire to spark up the whole thing. And then just spreading everywhere in my fucking mind. And I need to let this shit out. Like, all my ancestors are screaming at me. I'm like, all the spirits that I'm seeing everywhere. I'm like, if I can see it too, if spirits become an affirmation, don't that mean other people in the room can see it with me? I know some fuckers saw what I saw at work sometimes. Like, they even come up to me and recognize that I have a gift. And I'm like, I didn't even say anything. I walked around with my head down all the time, but now I'm looking up because I don't need to. I got something to look forward to. But I also remind myself to look down because that's where he came from. He came from the below. You came from the ground under. You came from a cave. You came from darkness. True darkness essence itself. Understand that. You can't just go from as above, so below. The fuck? Shouldn't it be below as above? Like, stop saying it as above, so below. Like, no. You go through hell to get to heaven. And then in between. And I'm okay with fighting with hell. Shit, I live there. Shit, I own hell, really. I sit right next to Lucifer sometimes. Like, Lucifer is really my other self, and I'm just sitting here watching watching my twin, like, bro, what you doing? Like, fuck. He knows what he's doing. And yeah, so let's get started. Alright. We're at 1748 time period, the cave, where it all begins. Who are you? Let me get comfortable. Hopefully there's no spiders in them. I'm good. Alright. So, in this cave, there was two people. So, remind you, I can channel past life memories. I'm starting to realize that I can do that shit. I can do that with other people too. So, I might make a service for y'all if y'all want me to tap into y'all past life. It's not like a past life regression in a way. I don't really have to like be next to you. All I need is just an essence of your voice, and I can tap into your memories. Or if you say certain phrases on a text message, I can feel your energy through those messages. And yeah, I'm gonna try to figure that shit out because I really want to get this shit going so that people can understand who they are and where they come from. Remind you, I do not know these names, places, beings just yet. I just see what I see, and if you can tell me what you see, I can possibly try to look it up for you. And these places as well. I'm gonna just start with me first, cause I don't want to be like a fraud or like, oh, this shit ain't real, or somebody telling me that. And this shit is absolutely 100% real. So I guess I'm kind of like him in a way, but a subconsciousless, but not really. It's confusing on that one a little bit. Um, so on another thing, if you want to know who you are, your other twin flame might have some other memories of you. So talk with your twin flames of what they see and felt within those memories. Remember, there's a soul family and there's a twin family. And then there's also a karma family and a karma twin flame. So yeah, learn which memories is associated with which group you remember the most, and connect with those people on a deeper level. But anyway, all right, the cave. It was day one. This is how we met. I wish we can put like subtitles in live. I'm hoping YouTube would like give us more access to editing. But yeah, day one. Just imagine with me the cave, how we met. In the beginning, it was just two of us. We didn't really necessarily know if we was in a cave or not. We didn't have communication, like verbal communication, as we do today. It was no languages to be spoken. So we had to talk through our minds. We had to telepath, or it was telekinesis, and we had to learn how to feel each other. And so on day one, I remember me and him. We didn't even know if it was females or males until day two. I'm gonna get to day two in a second. Um, Day one, we was like, we thought we was blind, so we had to feel around our surroundings. Like, oh, we knew that this was like a wall or something, and the shape, and it feels weird, but we didn't know what to call it. And then we started to feel each other bodies, like touching our faces, hair, everywhere, to understand who the fuck we are and what we are. And then we had call us ourselves the no man, because we didn't know who we are or what we are until day two. So on day one, that's when we learned to communicate through our mind. Down the line, we kind of got exhausted of doing that because it kept taking up more of our energy, and we was getting weaker by the minute. So when day two came around, an asteroid had hit um our cave, you know. Um and within that asteroid, it came with tools. Like it taught us how to build a fire. We built the fire, and once we built the fire, we saw who we were. And he told me I'm female, and then I told him he's male, because again, we couldn't see our reflection just yet. We can only see what was in front of us. And down the line, when we built the fire, the asteroid gave us words. Like it was like every time it was going near the astral, like the astral was like a big ass rock. It was black as fuck. It had like blue diamonds or silver and like baby blue like crystals around it, and it would spark up every time it would speak. Like the lights around it would speak like how the tree was in that dream or in that memory. But yeah, we will both go up to the asteroid and we will kind of like touch it. And then as we was touching it, some of the light came on through us, and we was able to verbally communicate, you know. Then he started to tell me his name, and then I told him mine. And then we asked each other, how did we get here? um, that part is still fucking mystery. Like, I'm thinking we got here through the ground. Like, we rose from the ground. We was dead for a while, and we just rose up from it, from the same cave, from the same dirt. Because you can see, like, once you look around, you can see there was like two holes that was buried next to each other, like a burial in a way. And I'm like, how is that possible? It's kind of like the Adam and Eve story in a way, and it was just us two in that cave until day 4, day 5. We discovered that it was more of us. I was the one that got at the cave first because he was pissed off. um, because during those moments we had intimacy, so he felt more connected to me. Like he felt like he owned me in a way, and I felt like I owned him, and that was never the case. We didn't really necessarily own each other. We was just guiding each other, and yeah, during those time periods, there was a lot of fights, a lot of arguments. Like we physically fought hand in hand with our fists, bro. Like I got so much shit from this nigga. I'm like, dude, you owe me. Like, nah. But I think that's where my pain came from. Like, I learned to like physical pain. I don't know why. Like, I like BDSM type stuff, so that's where that shit came from during those time and moments. Um, yeah. So around day 4, day 5, I was the first to leave the cave, and he tried to tie me to the cave, bind me to the cave, so I wouldn't leave and go discover things without him. And as I was discovering things without him, I found a man that was teaching me black magic, white magic, any kind of magic. In order for me to gain those knowledge and access, I had to, fuck that man. Literally every day. um, he said that was the only way for me to access my powers and gifts was through him. If we exchange body fluid, and so I did for a couple of while, and then he found out because he got so pissed off at the guy, and he tried to destroy him. And oh, oh God, never mind. Oh my God, hold on real quick. What I'm into, um, like whips and changes and all that choking shit, hanging from the ceiling type shit. I'm a little freak, okay? So, anyway, back to the story. So, what was that? Godly. Um, Hold on. I'm dialing back in. Give me a minute. So, as he was destroying the dude, he was also whooping my ass, beating me the fuck up. I think that's when the tree started a rise up. So he was hanging me from the tree. I think that's how I died. Yeah, how he killed me. I'm like, holy shit. All right. Anyway, so as this magician was, he's yeah, sort of like a magician, like a wizard. He was he was teaching me magic. I learned how to do geometric shapes. That's why now in today's life, I can draw symbols, random ass symbols. Don't even know what the fuck they mean, but I'm learning to Google them slowly. Um, that shit threw me off. That really threw me off. What? No. Yeah, I know. I should. Yeah, I'm doing me. Yeah, for sure. Um. Anyway, that was so random. Back to the topic. I have ADHD and ADD, so forgive me. I learn different from others. Yeah. So as he was teaching me black magic, I learned geometric shapes. I learned other language. That's why now in today's life, when I'm picking up a song that's in a different language, I can understand what it means based off emotion. Not my emotion, but the artist's emotion. And it's just I don't know why he got so mad for it. Because I was coming back teaching him the same thing. I was like, here, come see this wizard guy. Come see this magician if you want to learn some stuff. He learned some stuff through this magician guy as well. So, and then eventually he found a lady, and I'm like, you fucked a lady too. And we started this whole war type thing between me and him. And I'm like, oh shit, you cheated on me, I cheated on you type thing. And it was just a mess, man. And this was before our children, before the two children had came along. And our two children was the most greatest power we ever had. Like my daughter, we call her Harmony, literally Harmony to harm. Just look up Harmony name. And she was more powerful than I am. I was like, damn. I learned from her, and I'm learning from her now. She's not here physically. She's somewhere waiting, waiting to be born. But if you like the story, how's it going? My cash app is down below. $1 help, 50 cents, 25 cents would help because I'm getting ready to leave my job. So anything fucking helps right now. But yeah. Um, so after day 4, day 5, we discovered there's people outside of our cave. I don't know how I discovered there was a outway when we couldn't see. I guess that one moment when God said, "Let there be light," that's when the Big Bang came in, and I saw the light, and I'm like, "All right, I'm gonna follow that light and get out." And he didn't like that. He's trying to put me back into that cave, and I'm like, no. I can't really remember my first true lover, so I'm guessing the magician was my first true lover outside of him. That the guy in the cave is my true lover, yeah. But outside of him, that was like my first cheating, like first sin, I guess. So yeah, I guess you can say I'm Lilith and Eve. I'm a bunch of names in one. But I don't really focus too much on the title. I focus on where I'm going and who I'm about to become. So I'm many things in one. Whoever you pick, whoever you get. But yeah, that's what I kind of remember from day 1 to day 5. Um, I think after day 5, I'm still trying to access that memory, so it's kind of slowly coming. So bear with me. It's gonna be more. I'm gonna split this up into videos. So if it's short, the next one's gonna be a little bit longer. You're just gonna have to give me time. I just got here. It took me, I say 6 to 7 years, but really it took me 10 years to wake up. 10 fucking years, bro. Remind you, I started this journey when I was like 5 years old. I kept ignoring the signs, but it kept getting worse as I got older. So learn from me if anything. But yeah, this is just part one. I'm gonna come back up live a little later. I just got some stuff to do to talk about. So yeah. If you like today's live, just give me a cash app. Give me something on the cash app. I don't fucking know. Anything, it'll help. So peace.